You know what? Fuck it. I just rolled awake, and I'm just gonna tell it to you guys just like this. All right, so I saw X-Men. What? A few days ago. Almost forgot that I did. And after today, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see it. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna talk about it. But I'm gonna talk about it to you just like this. Okay? I'm not doing any fancy editing. I'm not uploading some No, no. I'm gonna tell you this bluntly. Okay? I'm gonna save your time and money. Sounds like you guys have already done that. But simply put, um, I love X Men. I love superheroes. I love comic books, as you guys know. I've seen every X Men film. The X Men movie franchise is pretty much equivalent to a car that was supposed to go in a straight line, and somehow the car ended up staying on the road sometimes and driving off and getting into car wrecks. Blah 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 blah. Very unreliable narrator. Um, I think my favorite X Men movies are probably just off the top of my head. An honorable mention is maybe X Men Two, but Logan, the first X Men, First Class, Days of Future Past. Um, those would probably be like my top favorites. I said Logan, right? Yeah, those are like my favorites. But Apocalypse was atrocious. Last Stand was atrocious. Wolverine Origins, the Wolverine, atrocious. We could go on and on, but those X Men movies have been fucking up, man. I hope I said First Class because I love that, but Apocalypse made me want to just murder myself. And then I honestly think that Dark Phoenix, I think it's the worst one. I really do. I, I think the only thing I liked in Dark Phoenix was I thought I think the only thing I liked is when Jean died, she actually became the Phoenix, and at the end, if you look in the background, you can see a little Phoenix like swimming across the blue sky, sunny day. I think that's the only thing that I liked, which is a shame because those moments lasted like what, a few seconds. Maybe an honorable mention could be given to the action sequences that take place on the train once everyone gets their collars popped off. There's some moments with Magneto that are decent, but like at this stage, it's nothing like substantially beyond what we've seen in the franchise. You know what I'm saying? There's no action sequence in this film that's just like mind blowing or shatters expectations or something to freak out about. Not in my opinion. Um, like Mystique dying was just so whack because she's been so annoying, and I always felt like she was miscast as Mystique, and like I don't know, Jennifer Lawrence, her death, her character exit just felt like contractual. Like it just felt like instead of being like this tear jerking moment, I was like, really? That's the way Mystique goes out? Was this whole scene designed in a contract, like hastily? Like what? Because it had no emotional impact when Mystique died. It was more just like, and then Mystique the whole time is trying to drive this wedge between her and Charles, which doesn't really make any sense. Like, like we should be like the ex women. You know how much women has done. And it's like, it's like Mystique. What are you talking about? Mystique, what are you talking about? Ex women. The movie that you're in is pretty much led by a woman that pretty much almost fucked up everything. No, Jean Grey. What are you talking about? Um, I can go on, but it just oh my god, and then Magneto just like comes into the narrative out of fucking nowhere. Like he literally like floats into the narrative on the same shit as always. what's happening, Charles? I'm going to kill her. Why are you here? There's too much of this. There's too much of this. Ugh. Yeah, there's a moment where like a helicopter was going down, and Magneto and Jennifer Lawrence were, or no, Magneto and Jean Grey. They were having like a feud with this helicopter, and they were all like, and it's like maybe if I had seen this movie like back in 2001, okay, maybe I might have liked it more, maybe. But I mean, we just seen the same shit. We've seen this too many times. You know what I'm saying? They're arguing about the same shit. It's the same kind of action sequences they've seen before. It's the same kind of whack dialogue they've heard before. It's a 1. It's a 1 out of 10. To me, it brings nothing new to the table. There's no replay value. There was no scenes that made me cry or hit my emotional heartstrings. The CGI is decent at best. I was bored a lot. I I think I started texting someone or I used the bathroom in the middle of the movie, which is something I never do. Um, I just couldn't stand it. It's a 1 out of 10. It doesn't bring anything new to the table. It's not refreshing. It's not mind-blowing. It's not the best X-Men film yet. Um, it's just full of been there, done that. And um, I would love to hear a different opinion because I just didn't care for the film. I was just like, oh my god, why? I was so bored. What was the point of this movie? All these X-Men films have led to this. What? I just... Oh yeah, there's a horrible, atrocious... The dialogue is real bad. There's a horrible moment where Scott Cyclops was like, if you touch her, I'll fucking kill you. He sounded like... Not only did he sound like a little pipsqueak, but I was like, Cyclops throwing the F word around. Jessica Chastain and her whole arc feels pointless and completely forgettable. Jessica Chastain is literally just like evil alien woman who comes to take unrelenting power from Jean Grey. Like that's Jessica Chastain's whole point. Her whole existence in this film could have been Control Alt deleted. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a 1 out of 10. I don't know. What did you think about it?